On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Aboriginal.
Relating to the people, culture, or history of the original inhabitants of a particular region, especially before the arrival of colonizers or settlers, indigenous.
Examples:
Aboriginal art. Aboriginal land. Many Aboriginal cultures have deep spiritual connections to the land and its natural resources.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Custodian.
A person who is responsible for the care and maintenance of a building, institution, or collection, a guardian or keeper of something valuable or important.
Examples:
Custodian bank. Custodian of the records. The school custodian worked tirelessly to keep the building clean and maintained for the students and faculty.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Emerging.
Starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
Emerging country. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Chaperone.
A person, typically an older woman, who accompanies and supervises a younger woman or a group of young people in social situations to ensure proper behavior. Verb, to accompany and supervise someone, especially a young person, on a social occasion to ensure their safety and proper behavior.
Examples:
Chaperone duties. Need for a chaperone. The school dance required each group of students to have a chaperone to supervise.
Snitch.
To inform on or betray someone, usually to authorities or figures of authority, especially for personal gain or advantage.
Examples:
Snitch and give valuable information. Snitch to the authorities. He snitched on his coworkers when he realized they were breaking the law.
Outfit.
A set of clothing worn together, typically for a particular occasion or activity, any cohesive unit such as a company, military, etc.
Examples:
Camping outfit. A construction outfit. I need to buy a new outfit for the wedding I'm attending next weekend.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples:
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Clutch.
To grasp and hold somebody or something tightly.
Examples:
Clutch at any straw. Clutched her daughter to her breast. The boy clutched his mother's hand tightly as they walked in the dark.
Newfound.
Newly discovered or acquired.
Examples:
A newfound mine. Newfound freedom. With his newfound wealth, he could travel the world and indulge in his passions.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Proximity.
The state or quality of being near or close to something or someone in distance or time.
Examples:
Proximity sensor. Geographical proximity. The proximity of the two cities makes it easy to travel between them.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples:
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims. Genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Precious.
Uncommon and extremely valuable.
Examples:
Price of precious metals. Precious information. We cannot afford to squander precious time.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Filthy.
Dirty or unclean, often to an extreme or offensive degree, morally offensive or obscene.
Examples:
Filthy streets. Filthy language. The hotel room was filthy with dirty sheets and stained carpets.
Stain.
To discolor, defile, or tarnish something. Noun, a discoloration or dirty mark on a surface that is difficult to remove.
Examples:
Stain the carpet. Red wine stain. The allegations of corruption stained her reputation, and she struggled to regain public trust.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Obsession.
The state in which a person's mind is filled with thoughts of one single object or particular person.
Examples:
obsession with character, national obsession. Gambling became an obsession for him, and he eventually lost everything.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
an advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
the diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
go out of fashion. New fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Ascension.
The act of rising or climbing up, especially to a higher position or level.
Examples:
ascension curve. Ascension of Jesus. The ascension of the mountain was a challenging but rewarding experience.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Underrepresented.
Not adequately or proportionally represented, often in terms of a particular group, population, or perspective being excluded or marginalized.
Examples:
feel underrepresented. Underrepresented data. Underrepresented communities need more support and resources to achieve equity.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
Psychic trauma, trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop, indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Uphold.
To support or defend something, such as a law, idea, decision, etc.
Examples:
Uphold the law. Uphold tradition. The judge may uphold the decision of the lower court.
Kinship.
The state or fact of being related to someone.
Examples:
Kinship ties. Kinship relations. She felt a sense of kinship with her new colleagues.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Monolithic.
Characterized by massiveness, rigidity, and uniformity.
Examples:
Monolithic block. Monolithic system. Big technology companies try to integrate customers' data into monolithic applications.
Waist.
The part of the human body between the ribs and hips or the corresponding part in other animals.
Examples:
Waist measurement. A slim waist. She cinched her dress at the waist to accentuate her hourglass figure.
Porcelain.
A ceramic material that is formed by heating a mixture of clay and other substances to high temperatures, resulting in a hard, smooth, white, and translucent material that is often used in the manufacture of dishes, vases, and other decorative objects.
Examples:
Porcelain vase, antique porcelain. The delicate porcelain figurine was passed down for generations in the family.
Slender.
Thin and delicate, often in an attractive way.
Examples:
Slender body, a long slender leaf. He has a slender income.
Fierce.
Severe and violent in a way that is frightening.
Examples:
Fierce competition, a fierce animal. The fierce thunders echoed across the plain.
Defiant.
Showing bold resistance or disobedience to authority, rules, or norms.
Examples:
A defiant attitude. Defiant eye. The defiant student refused to follow the teacher's instructions and continued to talk during class.
Epitome.
A person or thing that is a typical or perfect example of a particular quality or type.
Examples:
An epitome of history. World's epitome. He was the epitome of courage, always standing up for his beliefs.
Revered.
Highly respected or admired, often because of moral or spiritual qualities.
Examples:
Revered figure. The most revered president. The revered teacher was loved by her students.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Provider.
A person or an organization that supplies somebody with something needed or wanted.
Examples:
An information provider. The provider of the family. People select internet providers not only in terms of price, but also in terms of transmission speed.
Tribe.
A social group made up of members who live together, sharing the same language, culture, religion, etc., especially those who do not live in towns or cities.
Examples:
Aboriginal tribe. Mountain tribe. The tribe had distinctly defined gender roles.
Fishery.
An area of water where fish are caught in large quantities for living, a business or practice of catching and selling fish.
Examples:
Fishery management. Commercial fishery. The majority of the people on the island are fishery folk.
Harbor.
An area of water next to the coast where ships and boats are protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Verb, keep in one's possession.
Examples:
A sheltered harbor. Harbor a resentment. The tsunami swamped every boat in the harbor.
Surrounding.
That is near or around, or closely encircling something.
Examples:
Surrounding areas. A fence surrounding a castle. The surrounding mountains make the city difficult to be invaded.
Abundant.
Present in great quantity.
Examples:
Live an abundant life. An abundant supply of water. The country has abundant oil and natural gas resources.
Furious.
Extremely angry, full of rage.
Examples:
Furious anger. A furious sea. The coach was furious with the players for their lack of effort during the game.
Colonist.
A person who lives in or is sent to establish a colony, equals a country or an area that is governed by a more powerful entity, a new country or area.
Examples:
Space colonist. American colonist. The first colonists arrived in the New World in the early 17th century.
Troll.
A person who makes inflammatory or off-topic posts on the internet, a supernatural creature often portrayed as a giant or dwarf that lives in isolated areas. Verb, to fish by dragging a baited line through the water behind a boat.
Examples:
Feed a troll. Copyright troll. He was banned from the online forum for being a troll and causing trouble.
Salmon.
A type of fish that is commonly found in the North Atlantic and North Pacific Oceans.
Examples:
Salmon fishery. Salmon migration. Grilled salmon is a popular dish at summer barbecues.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Wasteful.
Characterized by excessive or unnecessary use or consumption, using resources or materials inefficiently or inappropriately, resulting in unnecessary waste or expense.
Examples:
Wasteful practices. Wasteful habits. Buying new clothes every week is a wasteful use of money and resources.
Threaten.
to utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship, threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
destroy the ecosystem, destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
reject the proposal, reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Etiquette.
A set of rules and norms governing polite and proper behavior in social situations or professional contexts.
Examples:
email etiquette, breach of etiquette. It's important to follow proper etiquette when attending a formal dinner.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question, decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Conform.
To comply with standards, rules, or expectations set by others, to agree with or match something.
Examples:
conform to the ISO standard, conform with popular opinion. The company's new policy requires all employees to conform to the dress code.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
invite guests, invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Din.
A loud, confused noise, a loud, persistent racket.
Examples:
din of traffic, mighty din. The din of the city was overwhelming.
Governor.
The person who holds the highest executive office in a state or province.
Examples:
Governor General, a prefectural governor. The state governor visited the affected areas and promised to aid the victims.
Colonial.
Of or relating to a colony, equals a territory that is controlled by a more powerful country, to the period of time during which a country or region was a colony.
Examples:
oppressive colonial rule, colonial style. The city has a rich colonial history, with many historic buildings and landmarks.
Attire.
Clothing, especially for a particular occasion or purpose.
Examples:
Business-like attire. Casual attire. The formal attire for the wedding was a black tie.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Corset.
A tightly fitting undergarment worn to shape the torso, particularly to create an hourglass figure, by compressing the waist and supporting the bust.
Examples:
Leather corset. Orthopedic corset. She wore a corset under her dress to give her waist a more defined shape.
Gown.
A long, flowing garment worn on formal occasions, especially by women.
Examples:
A judge's gown. Gown for the prom. She looked stunning in her long, flowing gown at the formal event.
Silk.
A fine, strong, soft, lustrous fiber produced by silkworms in making cocoons and collected to make thread and fabric.
Examples:
Silk road. Silk fabric. She wore a silk dress to the party.
Pearl.
A hard, roundish object found within the shells of certain mollusks and used as a gem.
Examples:
A cultured pearl. Pearl beyond price. She wore a pearl necklace passed down to her from her grandmother. Ochre. A natural earth pigment that ranges in color from yellow to reddish-brown, often used as a dye and in early forms of painting and art.
Examples:
Ochre pigment. Apply ochre. The artist used ochre paint to create a warm and earthy tone in the landscape.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples:
An authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, The general atmosphere of a place or situation and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Indigenize.
To make something indigenous or native to a particular place or culture. To adapt or modify something to suit a particular cultural context or environment.
Examples:
Indigenize education. Indigenize language. The community center seeks to indigenize its programs and services to serve Indigenous peoples better.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Aesthetic.
Connected with the enjoyment or study of beauty.
Examples:
Aesthetic value. Aesthetic feeling. My aesthetic standards are quite different from hers.
Divinity.
The state or quality of being divine, the state of being a god or goddess, the study of religious beliefs and practices.
Examples:
An indwelling divinity. Divinity degree. The ancient civilization revered the divinity of the god.
Manifest.
To show something such as feeling, attitude, quality, etc., clearly through signs or actions.
Examples:
Manifest as the word. Manifest displeasure. The Prime Minister manifested his regret for his neighbors.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Sunrise.
The time in the morning when the sun first appears in the sky.
Examples:
Beautiful sunrise. High technology sunrise industries. I got up early to watch the sunrise at the summit.
Torch.
A portable device that produces a flame, typically one that is used to light a fire or a candle.
Examples:
The torch of learning. Torch song. She used an electric torch to light her way through the dark cave.
Bark.
The hard outer layer of a tree, a sound made by dogs or some other animals.
Examples:
trees with rough bark, bark at the moon. He removed the bark from the tree.
Daylight.
The natural light produced by the sun during the day, especially in contrast to artificial light or darkness.
Examples:
daylight hours, natural daylight. The view of the city skyline from the top of the building looked amazing in the daylight.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
descend a steep hill, descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Sunset.
The time in the evening at which the sun begins to fall below the horizon. Verb, to expire or be terminated automatically at the end of a fixed period.
Examples:
sunset dysfunction, spectacular sunset views. He is in the sunset of his life.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
the inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Astronomy.
The scientific study of objects and matter outside the Earth's atmosphere, especially the positions, motions, and evolution of celestial bodies.
Examples:
astronomy science. A branch of astronomy. He had a deep passion for extragalactic astronomy and spent hours observing the night sky.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Law.
Traditional knowledge, stories, or beliefs, often passed down through oral tradition, a body of knowledge or tradition that is often considered to be mythological or legendary in nature.
Examples:
Military lore, mythological lore. The village's lore passed down stories of their ancestors and their traditions.
Flora.
All the plants in a particular region or time, typically regarded as a whole.
Examples:
Bowel flora, aquatic flora. The Amazon rainforest is home to a diverse flora of plant species.
Fauna.
The animal life of a particular region, habitat, or geological period.
Examples:
The tropical fauna. Fauna reserve. The national park is home to a diverse fauna of animal species.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
Bind the man's hands. Bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Discomfort.
A feeling of being uncomfortable physically or mentally or being embarrassed, a slight pain.
Examples:
Endure discomfort and pain. Discomfort in the abdomen. He felt no discomfort as the dentist drilled his deadened tooth.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Treasure.
A valuable or desirable possession, something that is cherished or held dear, a collection of valuable objects or money that is hidden or protected.
Examples:
Treasure hunt. Treasure Island. The pirates searched for buried treasure in the dunes.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Pathological.
Relating to or caused by a physical or mental disease or disorder, extreme or abnormal in a way that is harmful or unhealthy.
Examples:
Pathological liar. Pathological condition. The doctor was concerned that the patient's pathological fear of germs impacted their daily life.
Unrest.
A state of agitation or disturbance, lack of calm or peace.
Examples:
Unrest in the city. Cause unrest. The recent political unrest in the country has led to widespread protests and civil disobedience.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Antidote.
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Unity.
The condition of being together or in agreement.
Examples:
Unity of authority. Cultural unity. Complete political unity is impossible to establish.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Mighty.
Very large, powerful, or strong.
Examples:
Mighty works. Struck a mighty blow. Only the mighty God has the power to brighten this dark land.
Everlasting.
Lasting forever or indefinitely, eternal or infinite in duration, also used to describe something unchanging, constant, or enduring.
Examples:
Everlasting love. Everlasting memories. The writer's words left an everlasting impact on his readers.